Hey Kevin, what's going on? Chris, what's going on, brother? Mad Catter, Georgia Fisherman. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Dale Hayslip. We got us a good setup. If nothing else, y'all are going to get to see a light show. So at least we got good scenery. I don't know whether we're going to catch a fish tonight or not, but fishing with the Chad, Mad Catter. What's going on, everybody? Ernie Brown, what's going on? Might have my good buddy Heath in here in a minute. He always seems to call me during these things, so I sent him a text and told him I was going live, so we'll see if he jumps into chat instead. Catfishing ain't easy. What's going on? What's up? We got us we're set up on the dam over here at Little Grassy Lake. I don't know if we're gonna catch anything here or not. We're kind of in some deep water, and the water is like 90 degrees, so I don't know if they're gonna bite or not. Plus, I'm not overly confident in the bait that we have tonight. We've got the we'll go over what we're using. The spinning rod over here has some chicken that I made up. I know I don't like fishing with chicken, but we're doing it tonight. It is boneless, skinless chicken thighs, cut into cut into little bitty 1-inch chunks. And I dumped in a packet of cherry Kool-Aid, Jerry Parker Kool-Aid, and I threw some garlic powder in there. And the casting rod right here next to it, it's got some of those Team Catfish fiber nuggets. If y'all have ever fished with those, let me grab these things. I saw these things at Walmart the other day. Decided I was going to try them out. So it's supposed to be power cheese flavor. I don't know. I've never had good luck with any of this kind of stuff, but we're going to give it a shot. I think hey, Mo Creek. I think the biggest thing is I was lazy, didn't want to go out and catch bait tonight, but I still wanted to fish. So we've got Carolina rigs on both. The casting rod has a peg float on it to keep that that fiber nugget or whatever it's called off the bottom. And guys, I've got a video that hey, Heath Stapleton's in here. Let me roll back up. If you haven't guessed by now, you're on television. Heath with the Elvis quotes. Fishing with Billy, use those things all the time. That is good to know because he catches fish. So we're going to give it a shot, see what we can come up with. I'm going to see if I can, give me just a moment, see if I can figure out how to do this. All right. I'm going to try moving the camera for just a second. We'll flip this. Blind myself with this ring light here, guys. Give me just a second. I'm seriously blinding myself right now. Go around. I don't know how this is going to work. It may not, but we're going to. Let's see if you guys can still see the. Can you guys still see the rods and stuff on there? My phone holder's covering it up if you can, but we'll try try the chunky cat's approach here. We'll sit in front of the ring light and go from there. I'm gonna try to see what we got here. There we go. Turn that down. I ain't blinding myself now. Turn the color on that. Hi Josh. Is CJ out fishing with you? No. Little Chadwick James is at home tonight. He's hanging out with Mom. I tried to get Caitlin to go with me, but she didn't want to go either. So I know, Rob. That's what I was thinking. I just said I was going to take the chunky cat's approach. So he catches fish, so we'll give it a shot here. I'm not as photogenic as Elston is, and he's live right now too, guys. So I was going to stop into his show and say hi for just a minute. You just need a sneakers. You know what? I went to the gas station and I picked me up a water. That's all I ended up. And touch it right there. We're gonna try it. What we got on there? Jeremy Hedge. What's going on, brother? Tim Molina. Perfect setup. Hey, this is this little ring light. Christina found me this thing on Amazon Prime Day last week or week 4, whenever it was. Jeremy Hodge is new to my channel. Hey, welcome if you're new to the channel. Glad to have you here, absolutely. Appreciate you stopping in. Like I said, guys, we may not get a fish tonight, but I think you're going to get a decent light show off to the southwest there. So, Avid, Caitlin says she loves you and misses you. That was kind of a run-on sentence there, but I was reading 2 chats at once. But Caitlin, I tried to get you to go with me. I really wanted you to go, but she didn't want. She wanted to sit at home and watch TV. So go figure. But no, my wife found this ring light. It's a phone holder and ring light all in one. Runs off a USB. She found that on Prime Day. Sent it to me. It was like $13. So this is my first chance to try that one out. So we'll see if we get. It's kind of nice being able to watch the screen and watch the. Hey, thanks, Kevin. You know, I wish I could go live more than I get a chance to. You know, a lot of the times I watch one of my videos today. A good one or a bad one? Because there's probably an equal number of either one. Somebody's setting up. Either fireworks or small arms fire, one of the two. Is it really that light up here? Yeah, it's tornado warning, and we fished anyway. Yep, guys, Heath is not lying. About 10 years ago in April, he and I fished a bass tournament down on Lake of Egypt. We went down there. We shouldn't have even gone. It had rained nonstop for like 3 days in a row. And we went down there anyway to fish this tournament, fishing it in the pouring down rain. The only good that came out of that was I got my love of frog togs after that. And because I stayed dry that whole day. But we were out there fishing, and it got to be towards the end of the tournament, and Heath, if I remember right, he's in chat, so he can correct me here if I'm wrong, but I want to say that he had one of those portable weather radios with him that day. And that thing started squalling and going off, and it was a tornado warning for a storm about a mile away from us, and it was heading in our direction. So we ended up having to shoot up to the other end of the lake. We had no business being out there that day. And I honestly don't remember at this point whether we boated a keeper fish or not. I think we had like 1 or 2 of them. And we ended up going back, not even bothering to weigh in, just put the truck on trailer and went home. Couldn't figure them out. Yeah, those easy throw cast nets, those things they're good, but at the same time, it's one of those things that if you learn to throw a traditional net, you'll never go back to throwing that one with the ring. Hey, Joe Buck, well, we'll see if anything bites out here on us. If it don't, we'll move. I've heard some fish splashing out there and stuff though, so at least there's something. Guys, I've got a video out here. As soon as I can get it done, I took drift sock out here a few weeks ago, and just kind of went out and went bluegilling and just out here messing around. And I got back more or less straight back from where we're fishing, just on the other shore from where we're fishing right now, and was fishing with a ultralight rod, about 6-pound mono, little bitty reel, and I'd been catching some tiny little bait-sized bluegill, and I pitched it out there, and that bobber went under, and it started pulling drag, and I had me about a probably 3-pound channel cat, give or take, and fighting him out of that shallow into about 17 feet of water on that ultralight was an absolute blast. And I've still yet got to go through the video from that one, but I think that's going to be a fun little video. It was the first time really being out and fishing on that little John boat. This is one of those lakes that's horsepower restricted, guys. This one can't have any outboards over 10 horsepower on it, or we can't run any outboards over 10 horsepower on it. But good little lake, one I'd like to learn. I know there's some monster flatheads in here. I've seen pictures of them that guys catch over there by the I know for sure they catch them by the campground. There's a lot of flooded freestanding timber over there. Guys get in there and get them. Lyle Stokes, Catfish Weekly. Hey, how's it going, buddy? Good to see you. What else we got? Redneck Boy Outdoors. Guys, if I lean in real close to the camera, it's because I'm trying to read. And I'm runs on, missed that one. Ruins on Channel Captain Mendota. Yeah, Rob, come over here. We'll go to Crab Orchard, man. They're not the Mendota cats, but we can catch. Heath says, tell people the easy throw makes an actual cast net harder to throw. I believe that. It spoils you. It gets you into, there's a whole different form on that easy throw, and it gets you out of proper form on the, if you could throw a regular cast net, by all means, stick with that regular cast net. But Heath learned on an easy throw, had pretty good results with it, and I don't know that he's picked the thing up now in over a year. But Rob, come over here, and yeah, we'll have to do that. I've got some time off, and we'll go over and hit Crab Orchard before they draw it down too far. I posted today on Facebook, the National Wildlife Refuge at Crab Orchard, they posted a notification. They've got to do some repairs on the spillway, and in order to do those repairs, they're going to have to drop the lake by 4 feet. And so starting like the 1st of July, 6th of July, something like that, they are going to start dropping that lake by 1 inch per day until they drop it that 4 feet, and they're going to hold it down there until sometime in springtime. Angel Honeycutt, the husband and wife team from St. Louis, Missouri. What's going on? What's happening? July 6th. Thank you, honey. Catfish Weekly, Ernie Brown, and got lots of folks in here tonight. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me on kind of a stormy little Wednesday night. I don't know if we're going to, I've been dodging raindrops all afternoon. Every time I've gone to come out here, it's hey, good night, Kevin. Thanks for super chat. Big boom from Kevin there. I got to come up with something. I got to come up with, Kevin's got boom kind of trademarked out there. We're gonna have to come up with something for this channel. I can't do the yeet yeet like the turtle man does. As we're fishing now, doing good. Awesome. Paul Atkinson, hello from Lawson, Missouri. How's it going? That looks like a new name. George Ray, Sir Fins. See, the pressure's on now. I got a bunch of people in the chat. We're going to try to catch fish. I got everything out here with me to fish, and I realized that I didn't bring a chair to sit in. So I brought the battery out of the John boat, or the battery in the battery box out of the John boat to power everything tonight. And I'm sitting here, sitting on the battery box. So it works, you know. Improvise, adapt, overcome, always. But looks like that little light that I bought at Rural King for $6 is lighting up those rods pretty dang good. Now all we need is one of these rods to double over, and I'll hold my finger up, let it touch my finger, and we'll try to catch us a fish. I don't know. I really don't know how deep it is over here. I know I was cruising around in the John boat, running sonar out here last time I was out on this lake, and it don't take too far off the shore, and you're in 50 feet of water, and it's a real sharp ledge coming up. So I figure if nothing else, that ledge has got to hold some fish. So we'll let those sit for a few minutes and soak real good, especially with that fiber nugget. I would imagine that thing has to get a scent trail going out. But we can take, and if we don't get one, we'll toss one up shallow and see what goes on, and kind of go from there. Give me just a moment. I'm gonna step away and get me a water to drink. Got that old Circle K water going on. Let's see here. They come up shallower to feed. Yep. Yeah, they'll move up. They'll move up, especially at night. And with as hot as this water is, I wouldn't expect that. I'd almost bet money that there's it's already, if it hasn't already, it's already developing a thermocline. You don't have 90-degree water and them hanging out real deep. There's just no oxygen down there. So we'll give it a few more minutes. I'm kind of watching the clock on the screen here, and if we don't get nothing, if we don't have a bite at all, we'll ooh, that was cool. I don't know if that one showed up or not. That one kind of went a little bit that way. But if the lightning decides to come pay a visit, then we'll Bobby Newton, hey, what's going on, buddy? Nice rod holder. Yeah, that is the corner tee, or the Bankmaster Pro from Monster Rod Holders. I ran those corner tees on one of my boats for a real long time, probably 2 or 3 years, and they have since been replaced by the multi-bar. I love that multi-bar, but those corner tees, they're still awesome. Moved them and put the Bankmaster Pro bases on there, and I like using these things where I can. Sometimes they're a little bit tricky if you get some rocky soil, so I started bringing me a little 3-pound sledge, and I'll beat that thing into the ground, which is what I had to do tonight, because like I said, we're sitting up on the dam. But so far I haven't been in any danger of losing any rods, and that's all that matters when it comes down to rod holders. Unless, oh, guys, got truck parts to get, and coat 2 sheets of wood. Oh, Ernie, none of that sounds fun. But man, it was good to see you. Definitely good to see you in here. And guys, if Ernie and Chrissy are going to be fishing that pool party, the live catfish tournament on the Ohio River I've got coming up on the 17th of July. Mo Creek's going to be in there, Chad and Dee Fields, My buddy Heath that's in chat, he's going to be there. He's fishing with Jerry Parker Pursuits. So it's definitely going to be a good time. We got a bunch of people going to be here for that one. Got 500 of fishing monies. Yeah, that ain't no fun at all. Truck parts just take out of the fishing budget. I know how that is, man. I've got my my white truck sitting in the yard right now. I had a bit of a fender bender about a month ago, and it might be fixable, but not real sure. And so it's not. To tow boats right now, I got to use that 25-year-old Suburban, which it still works, but really looking guy. Hold on a second here. We're going to try to do something here. Boom. Heath Stapleton is now a moderator on my channel. This is either going to go really well or really bad. Rob's apologizing for Jerry. Heath and my wife will probably be the only two to understand this, but I'm thinking that there has got to be a luck factor, I guess, or you put a Heath and a Jerry in the same boat and there's going to be fish caught, is all I'm going to say. Whether it's Jerry Parker or anybody named Jerry, you put a Jerry and a Heath in the same boat and there will be fish caught, I assure you. And I think Heath would agree with me on that. Chrissy Brown. Let's see, how many people we got? 24 people watching. And we're getting a nice breeze finally. It was hot today, guys. It was real hot today. I tell you what, we ain't had nothing. We sit here about another 10. I'm gonna bring this chicken rod in, and I'm gonna pitch it up a little bit shallower. Let me get my headlamp so I can see. That is a nice spot about where I'm fishing today. Is I literally pulled up here on the dam, parked the car, and I'm sitting right next to the car. I could actually sit in the car and do this live. Let's see here. I could not fall down these rocks or I end up on palmetto catch. Got the old chicken. It's still got flavor. There we go. That feels a little better. What that is over there. I know what it looks like, and it ain't that. Some kind of strap over there or something, but it looked like a snake. There we go. Ooh, lightning behind me now. Put my hat back on. I will say this, the bugs seem to leave this ring lamp alone for the most part. Laura the Explorer, hey, what's happening? Yeah, Roger's showing up good. We'll see what we got. One up shallow now. Let's give see what we can do. We'll give that casting rod about 3 or 4 good turns. Bring it up some. There we go. That'll move it a few feet. And we'll just work our way back into shore and see if something happens. You can hear the thunder off to the north now. Guys, it's been like Florida weather this week. We've had it rain, get all humid, and let's see here. Let's try. Nope, that ain't good. There we go. Play with that old. Evan, no, I'm up at. I'm down. Well, down. I guess I could say. I'm down at Little Grassy tonight. I'm fishing up on the dam at Little Grassy. And I just wanted to change the scenery tonight. And it's only about 25 minutes or so from the house, depending on how far I want to get into the pedal. But let's see here. 32 people in chat. Let's see if my wife's still in here real quick. If you are, say something in chat. That way I know you're still here. Ooh, big lightning. Don't know if she is or not. Yep, okay. I think we ought to give away, guys. I just had some Weekend Angler stickers come in. I got my, let's see here, got my logo on there. So those just come in. They're nice little vinyl stickers, and y'all are interested, let's go ahead and we'll give one of them away. Catfish and Dreams. YouTube is telling me I'm fat. I got a Nordic ad. Those Nordic exercise equipment, those are gold inlay or something. So, where are you from? Ashland, Kentucky. I am from Marion, Illinois. I'm down to southern end of Illinois. Who we got here? Oh, your pal Jerry ate my Jerry. You used to tell people like that. Yeah, no. There's only one Jerry Stapleton. But I'm thinking that you put a Heath and a Jerry in a boat, that there's going to be some definitely be some intervention and it'll be fishing the boat there. But see, we're not on StreamYard right now, so can't do that. I don't know if my wife's probably watching it off the phone, so I don't know if she can do the random.org. So I am going to ask her. Let's see, we got 38 people in chat, and I've got a few moderators in here, so you guys can help her out for sure, because I know she's got her hands full. Honey, go ahead and pick a number between 1 and 100, and don't tell anybody. And when she is ready, I'm going to have her put start in chat. Guys, it's going to be the closest to that number without going over. We're going to play the Price is Right. So pick a number between 1 and 100. Don't do it now. To wait until she types start into chat. And once she types start, put a number between 1 and 100. Be the closest without going over. And you're going to win a Weekend Angler decal. I'll get one sent out to you. Caitlin, all right, Caitlin picked the number, even better. So whenever you're ready, hon, just go ahead and tell them to start. There we go. Guys, put your number guesses in. Whew. Let's see, we're at 29:30 seconds. We'll run that till it says 30:30 on here, so you got. We'll run it to 31. We'll go ahead and do about another minute and a half. Make sure we get everybody. Guys, only guess one time. If you throw Heath with a guess of 250. Guys, if you're throwing multiple guesses in there, my moderators are probably going to time you out. So don't be doing that kind of stuff. We try to keep it all honest here. But I don't see anybody doing that, so I don't think we have that going on there. We've got about 45 seconds left to get your guesses in. Number between 1 and 100 without going over is going to win a sticker. Avid fisherman with a very high number. I'm not even going to attempt to guess that number right now. 25 seconds. And the bugs have found my ring light. Let's see, they didn't like it when it was just a yellow, so let's see if we can. There we go. They didn't like that one. But they're liking all of this now. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Honey, if you'll put stop in chat. Any guesses after this point are not gonna count. If you want to tell us what number Caitlin picked, and then if my moderators can go through and help my wife out, we'll figure out who won this thing. Let's see here. There we go. Caitlin picked number 7. Let's see if we have anybody without going over. If you guys want to go through and figure that one out. Well, it'd be about impossible for me out here in the thing. I'm going to put me another light out over by those rods. And I was supposed to pay attention. Yeah, I did. No, you can go, Heath, you can go back and scroll back up through chat. That's how everybody does it. There is no possible way to keep track of it when the chat gets to flying. Luke Fraley got it right on the nose. Awesome. Congrats, Luke. Luke, send me an email at wcsd106@gmail.com, or send me a message through my Facebook page if that's easier, and I will get one of those sent out to you tomorrow. Congratulations. Thanks. My wife put the email address in there. Man, the bugs are awful now. Whoa. Whew. Look at that. Got tripped up, got into the thing. Give me just a second here. The ring light didn't like the camera getting tipped over. Ring light didn't like that at all. Let's see here. Give me a second to get a light on, because for some reason we ain't getting nothing there. Oh, that's what happened. I see what we did here. We lost our positive lead. Hold on a second here. Now we should have power. Yep. Man, those bugs. Look at that. Set one over here. Set that over there. Maybe they'll leave me alone. Those bugs are getting... I do have a thermocell, however, I do not have it with me. I gotta buy refills for it. Let's see if we can get that. There we go. Get that thing adjusted again. Don't let the lights and cameras throw me. The lights and cameras did throw me just a second ago. I went to stand up. That's the worst part. And you know what? It's not even, thank goodness these aren't skeeters, because if they were skeeters, they'd have done carried me off. But they're just regular old gnats and stuff like that. I mean, they're nothing's biting, so thank goodness. Let's see, we ain't had nothing on either one of these. What I wouldn't give for some shad right now. But let's try. We'll throw one up. We'll throw that nugget up real shallow. We'll find a fish. Let's see here. Figure this thing out. Come on, bug. All right. Let's see. Let's get us another fiber nugget. There's some of these things that straight up look like cheese. They look like cheese cubes. Whew, they stink. Stink. All right. Put that old headlamp back on the trunk of the car. The bugs tried to carry me off. Mike Turner in here. See Avid's. All right, let me get down here real quick. Most definitely blooper worthy. Yeah, it looks like rain and never does. TK Crowell, I think that's a new name. If I've missed you before, I apologize. I could have sworn I just heard something there. Let's see. Does the light count for Takedown of the Year nomination? Oh, they're going to nominate me for blooper for knocking the light over. Look at that. Catfish of Dreams, that is the Monster Rod Holders T-bar, or corner T. Steve offers a adapter for those to let you use them on the ground. He sells that as one kit called a Bankmaster Pro. Looks like Avid wants to do a sticker giveaway. Let me get back down here. So if Caitlin would like to pick another number between 1 and 100. Hey Mike, good to see you, buddy. Who else in here that I missed? Brandon in here? Monster Rod Holders best there is. That's the truth. That is the truth. So if my wife will let us know whenever Caitlin has picked her next number, or if Caitlin has lost interest, we can, my wife could pick one. All right, she's got it. Guys, let's see. The time is 39:33. Just like before, we're going to play The Price is Right. And it's the closest between 1 and 100 without going over. Go ahead and start her up. There we go, guys. This is for a Avid Fisherman sticker. Guys, if you haven't seen these are awesome. He just got new stickers made. They look great. Oh. There ain't enough wind for that thing to be doing that. What in the heck? Something big just fell straight out of the sky and landed on the ground. Probably a bat. A big old moth. We get a bat on the ground, I'm gonna put a hook through it. We're gonna use it as bait. Still got 34 people in chat. 38 thumbs up, guys. Okay, Heath saw bite. Was it on that casting rod there, Heath? Because I could have sworn I saw a bite on one of these a second ago. My phone thing is kind of covering up the rod, so I have to keep looking back and forth. But if you guys see a bite, definitely let me know in chat. Tell me to get my rear end off the battery and knock the lamp over and all that kind of good stuff. And next time I talk Heath into coming out here with me, and we put out more than 2 rods. That's the downfall of fishing this lake, is it's 2 rod limit. Either that, or I'll bring that big posable skeleton and I'll dress him up, put a hat on him, tell everybody it's Chad. Too much work to fish. Yeah, they ain't no kidding. Let's see, we got 41:38 right now. We'll give it another 20 seconds and we'll call it. I'd like to see us get a fish tonight. Got 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. So people surfing for a half second, I thought it was your live and I was confused. Alicia, that's awesome. Still seeing a bite? Yeah, there's something I think something's nibbling on that. Oh yeah, there's something nibbling on that power nugget. So they're gonna have to do it. 42:14, go ahead and call it. Guys, if you haven't got your guesses in by now, you're probably not going to guess. So if my wife will let us know what number Caitlin picked. She's got stop in there. At least they got Fat Kid Says Nordic Track. I was worried about them surfing between storms. That's awesome. Well, Alicia, you're just jumping in. Caitlin picked 20. Guys, if my moderators go through and figure out who came closest to 20 without going over, they're going to win an Avid Fisherman sticker. And Avid will let you know how to get a hold of him to get that sent your way. Yeah, there's definitely some little bitty fish nibbling on that nugget. Because there is 0 wind. 312. Looks like Catfish and Pappy won it with, guess, a 12 there. Congratulations there, Pappy. Hey, Rob, I appreciate you stopping in, buddy. Good to see you. Don't work too hard tomorrow. And there's definitely something playing with that, but it's just a matter of will it take off and run with it or not. Look at all the bugs. There are bugs. These lights have drawn in every bug in the county, but the only difference is, and Heath is in the chat. Heath will be able to talk about this. I've tried to describe this to people before, and sometimes I think people just don't get the, hey Joe Buck, good to see you, buddy. Take care. Appreciate you stopping in. Uncle Jeep. Uncle Jeep gonna pay the troll fee, I bet. Good to see you there, Uncle Jeep. But Heath and I went out. Guys, yep, Heath knows exactly where I'm going with this. Golconda. Guys, one of the first videos I did on my channel was a terrible, no, trophies. Thank you, Uncle Jeep. That's always appreciated. I told Kevin earlier I'm not going to steal his boom. We're still working on what we're going to. One of the first videos I ever did was building a elevated. Man, that is a noisy truck. Was building an elevated overhead fishing light, and the thing was awesome. We took it down to Golconda. We stuck it it stuck in a seat pedestal in the boat I had at the time. And you would turn that thing on and it would light up a 20-foot circle all the way around the boat. I mean, it was like fishing in daylight again. But the night that we went, the only night we went down there and used that thing, Heath and I were down there sitting outside of Golconda, Illinois, on the Ohio River, drifting along at the speed of smell. And, and the night that we did that, we were out there, and the mayflies hatched. And every mayfly in the tri-state area was attracted to this big overhead light sitting 12 foot above my boat. And they swarmed us. And there were mayflies everywhere. And we left that day. There were mayflies probably 3 inches thick. And the next day I went over to the car wash. They had free vacuums over there. And I'm pretty sure I filled a vacuum with mayflies trying to get all those out, and then still went through the car wash with that boat and blasted all those things out of there. It was the worst mayflies I'd ever seen. And didn't catch a single fish. Everything was coming up. Those mayflies were landing on the water dead, and all the bait fish, whatever feeds on mayflies, was coming up. Oh yeah, we'll get to the barge. But everything's coming up to eat those mayflies. And they had, we saw big old catfish coming up and eating whatever was eating the mayflies, and didn't have no bobbers with us, so we're still fishing deep. Of course, we're not catching any fish. But while all this is going on, we start noticing that looking off downriver, some of the lights from town are disappearing and then kind of coming back in. And we're trying to make heads or tails of it. And there was a barge coming upriver, being pushed, not running a single stitch of lights. Oh, we did catch, yeah, that is. We caught that blue cat right there in line with the Dollar General. And I've never caught a blue cat, I've never caught a single catfish from that location since. But yeah, that old barge was coming upriver and not running a single stretch of lights. We shined him with a flashlight. We yelled at him on the marine band radio, nothing. And would not acknowledge that we were there. So we pulled everything up and got out of the way. It sounds like it's getting ready to really rain on me, guys. If it comes to flood, which I think it's getting ready to do, then we're going to cut this real short. But it definitely seems like we're going to get ready to get poured on. I'll try to get Tim Molina. All right, D, take care. Yeah, we probably should have died. Yeah, that was nuts that night. It is raining a little bit now. Maybe we'll get us a rain bite. If it gets to pouring real bad, then guys, I'm gonna shut it down. I don't want to tear my phone up and my light and everything. But as of right now, we're all right. The car is literally, I could reach out and touch the car, so I don't have to go real far to get out of the rain. Alicia, I am in southern Illinois. I am sitting at Little Grassy Lake. It is it's part of the Crab Orchard National Wildlife Refuge. It's kind of smack dab between Marion and Carbondale at the far southern end of the state. Yeah, it's raining a little bit, but so far it's not the flood we've been getting, but it don't mean it ain't going to happen, because it is starting to pick up. Yep, we're gonna get rained out. I need me a canopy is what I need. Let's just see. Mini Lake of Egypt. Yeah, you know, Heath is absolutely right on that one. It is a miniature version of Lake of Egypt. If you ever look at it from Google Maps, it looks like a frog. It's got its legs all kicked out. It looks like a frog. And very, you know, it's much smaller than Crab Orchard Lake, which is the main lake of the refuge, but much, much deeper And really the only deeper lake in this refuge than this one is about 2 miles to my east. That's Devil's Kitchen Lake, and that gets down to around 90 some odd feet by the, I need, we've got one in the garage. We've got one of those pop-up canopies. That thing would be awesome. Stan uses one when he fishes live. It's in the garage, but it would have been probably a sail instead of, it's not, actually it would have been fine because it's not, there's zero wind out here right now. Absolutely no wind. Here comes a car. I keep waiting for Fish and Wildlife. Hey, Night Chad, good to see you, buddy. There's somebody. They're going down to the other boat ramp. They found the big pothole that I found. Super deep and hard to fish. Ain't no kidding. Yo, Heath, old Jerry Parker's caught some fish down there at Devil's Kitchen, though. He comes over this way. He invades our territory. That rain actually feels good after as hot as it's been today. Well, we ain't had a bite. Other than that one little one that's been, still looks like he's still kind of nibbling on that power pellet, like Pac-Man. That truck didn't stay long at that boat ramp. He turned right around. Now he's going a different direction. I wasn't sure what they do down here tonight. I kind of went back and forth on where I wanted to fish. I almost went down to this one boat ramp that's down the road, but that seems to be looks like it's a party place tonight. So I figured I would probably being live down there would attract some, yeah, Heath, that's exactly what's driving by. They're partying down there at that other boat ramp, and I figured trying to go live down there would have just got me attention that I probably didn't want tonight. Probably would have got me flagged by YouTube, I would imagine. They were partying it up something fierce down there. Yeah. Guys, we may try going live. I think Heath and I are going to go take his boat out. Hey, want to be outdoors? What's going on, buddy? Good to see you. We're just sitting in the rain. We've been watching watching a little bit of lightning, but that's long since gone away. I was hoping we'd see something come up there and grab one of these at least. I'm sitting in the rain. We should make a video Friday. I think we should. We're going to take, guys, we got Heath's boat all rigged up and river worthy. We changed out trolling motors to a power drive with co-pilot, and we're going to go down sometime Friday and mess around on the Ohio River that is moving backwards right now, something like that. What is rain? Rain is what we've had too much of the past couple days. It's been like Florida weather here. You'll be sunny and hot, not a cloud in the sky, and then suddenly it is dumping just buckets. And then 10 minutes later, it's dry again, but the humidity is through the roof. But yeah, I think we're going to try to drift in Heath's little boat out there and somewhere on the Ohio, see if we can't find us a blue cat or something that has come out of the spawn, and try to make a video. And we may try going live from Heath's boat. We got to feel for the how the camera Bigfoot. Oh man, we'll catch Bigfoot. I saw a post the other day about Bigfoot. It's not appropriate to talk about on YouTube, but some of y'all probably saw it. It was kind of funny. It was talking about how people do Bigfoot calls and all that. And we'll just leave it at that. Anybody that saw it would get a kick out of it. We don't have Bigfoot down here. We've got the Big Muddy Monster. If you guys ever get a chance and you're bored and you got nothing better to do, get on Google and type in the Big Muddy Monster, Illinois. And I guess it was back in the 70s, there were several sightings of some kind of big creature. And some big ape-like creature or something, and people still talk about it to this day. I keep waiting to see it come running out. That would make a video. Fishing with Sasquatch. Fishing with Sasquatch would make a good video. Kentucky Crazy Crappy Cat Angler. What's going on, buddy? Good to see you. They have a Bigfoot festival. Really? Where's that at, Alicia? That's awesome. Evan, I wasn't going to say it, but I was thinking it. You can ask my wife. I was talking about yesterday. I said I fished with Avid, and I said the Weekend Angler presents Messing with Sasquatch, and I'll go do something. I cannot tell you how good this rain feels after this. It's been 100 degrees today with about 100% humidity. And here I am sitting in the rain, and it actually feels good. This little old ring light, I'll say that, this little old ring light's working pretty good. I kind of made it on a TV show where they were trying to find Bigfoot. Lawrenceburg, Kentucky. I'm going to have to check that one out. I will check that one out probably tonight when I get back to that. Big Muddy Mystery might have been my dad when he was angry. You know what? I ain't no kidding. Yeah, that was up in that area when he was working the coal mines. Somebody ticked Jerry Stapleton off, and the legend was born. Guys, you'll hear his joke about Heath's dad, Jerry, who unfortunately passed away several years ago. Way too early. Real good. Hell of a guy. Just loved to fish. Just can't even tell you how good this guy was. He's awesome. He's like another dad to me. But I watched this man. You know, Heath is taller than me. He made both of us look just tiny. And I watched this man working on a truck one day, take a Craftsman wrench, bend it double, and send it flying off into a field. And we ended up taking that thing back into Sears to get it replaced, because of course Craftsman lifetime warranty. And the guy told us that he wasn't going to replace it, and we ended up telling him, well, that's fine, you don't have to replace it, but if you don't, the guy that I just watched bend this with his bare hands is going to come in here, and you'll have to deal with him. But you know, real good guy, man. Ain't no kidding. And it is raining. Well, guys, we've been about an hour, and other than that one little dink that keeps messing with that power pellet over there, we ain't got nothing. And there was just 2 more vehicles pulled into Party City just down the road. So I would imagine that it's probably going to get loud back there. They're only about 60 yards from me, so it's going to get loud over there. So guys, we're going to pack it up. Avid, I have 0 cut bait with me tonight, buddy. I literally was lazy, and I brought some Jerry Parker chicken and some of these power pellets. It just came out. I didn't bring a net with me. I drove the car instead of the Suburban, and just threw what I could in the trunk. So there's Justin. What's going on? Justin's daughter Gabby was tearing up the turtles at Roger Muskrat Adventures kids tournament this past Saturday. All those young anglers were just doing great. We were sitting there in the hospital with the little boy, and gave us something to watch. Me and my new son John were watching the kids fish. I was trying like crazy to talk Roger into letting me get a late entry into there and get the little one out there so he could fish too. He was a little bit upset, not really, but you know, I told him I'd try to sneak him out of the hospital. We'd go catch a catfish, but he'll do that for too long. Caitlin had one by about 18 months, so, but that's before we were recording anything. But guys, I'm gonna get in the dry. I appreciate you guys sticking with me. Thank you, Justin. I really do appreciate that, brother. Gabby was a beast with that snapping. That ain't no kidding. Gabby ain't scared of those snapping turtles at all. And those were some massive snapping turtles. Those are good eating too. Real good eating. I don't know how to clean them. I'd have to take them to my dad. Thanks, Alicia. Guys, appreciate you hanging out with me tonight. Wish we could have put a fish on there, but hey, that's kind of how it goes, especially when you're fishing live. You never know what's going to happen. Guys, we're going to, like I said, Heath and I are going to be fishing together Friday out on the Ohio River, and signal permitting, I think we're going to try to go live for a little bit, even though we're going to be shooting a video, but we'll try to go live for a little while, see if we get something. Her biggest was 24 pound, caught on 4 pound test. That is amazing. That is amazing. She was a blast to watch, Justin. That ain't no kidding. Fishing with squirrel, thank you, sir. Guys, we'll talk to you again, and appreciate you sticking around. I'm going to go get out of this rain. See y'all. Come here, thing.